My name's Pam and welcome to Tea Kettle on the Hot Plate. Today we're going to be making what is affectionately known as slop, and with a special drink I refer to as Scary Brown. Now, the story behind Scary Brown is that beautiful women on the internet told me that I can make a glaze from apple juice, and I believed them. But in order to make that glaze, you had to add excess sugar to it, and the juice was supposed to be from concentrate. I got the 100% real apple juice from PC Choice, and it did not glaze at all. I did make this beautiful mulled Scary Brown, which everyone will be taste testing today. So what's slop, you may ask? Well, it's kind of throwing together whatever is in your fridge, really. And because we were doing this on a budget of $35, what's in my fridge is ramen noodles, eggs, sliced potatoes, a can of tomato soup, and a little can of tuna. And we're gonna make something hopefully delicious with a little bit of flair. There's not a lot of measuring with this one. It's a little bit cooking with your feelings. If you want to add a bit of spice, you can always add your classic salt and pepper, or if you've got leftover sauce packets from when you went to Taco Bell, a little bit of hot sauce. We also have a little bit of vegetable stock, because what we really want to do, instead of making just like a soup, we're going to make it more of like a sauce kind of cinch, so that when you cook your noodles in it and like your noodles are kind of like pre-cooked, they get a little boiled here and they absorb the sauce and get fat with that as opposed to the water. So this is a direct call out to my father. Not every noodle you cook has to be cooked like spaghetti. Okay? Not every noodle is a spaghetti noodle. It's okay if it is not boiled to death and to infinity and beyond. It's fine. We're just gonna use that to flush our pan, and a little bit more moisture to this because this can is condensed, which is great if you're making a little saucy sauce. Every canned like vegetable has like a ton of water. We don't want the water in this case, so we're just gonna like drain it off in this disposable cup a little bit, and then like fetch out our tomato potatoes. Fetch out our potatoes and use them. Because this is a bit of a slow cook recipe. The whole point of it is to just make a beautiful dish here. You're gonna wanna be a little careful about when you start cooking your potatoes. If you're using fresh ones, it'll take longer than these pre-cut ones, but potatoes do have a history of breaking up and making whatever it is you're making a little grainy. So we're just gonna put the whole can of lightly flaked tuna. This doesn't have any bones in it. Stop telling me it does. We're gonna put a little bit of pepper in, because I do believe from the cans, everything else is gonna have a lot of its own salt, but not a lot of its own spice. So we're just gonna, however much you feel. If you're a bit of a pepper fan, that was a lot of pepper, holy. If you're a bit of a pepper fan, that's the perfect. That is gonna make me sneeze. We're good. We're cooking the ramen noodles in the sauce. And we're now gonna put in our final ingredient, the egg. And just one egg, just a little one. And you're gonna leave the egg alone because we're basically just poaching it in the sauce to give it like a nice sort of runny texture while everything cooks. This block looks kind of disgusting but it will slowly cook and break apart. While we kind of wait for the egg to cook and like the ramen to break apart, we're just gonna quickly put Scary Brown into Chef Mike to heat her up and get it going. How do you make Scary Brown? You're probably asking yourself at home. You get 2 cups of apple juice, you put it into a pot, and then with your feelings, you put in cinnamon, nutmeg, and ground cloves, and you boil it to death. I, however, did not have cinnamon, so I put in pumpkin pie spice instead. And you basically cook this for about an hour and a half and get disappointed that it's not a glaze.
Hi, I'm Nick, tech director here.
I'm Alexander. Hello.
Remember, we're gonna taste test this. I don't want to offend our cooks, but I think I'm gonna put a lot of salt on this. Okay. Damn. Better than it looks. What do you think, Alex?
It's better than I thought it'd be. That bar's pretty low though. So. I'm joking, it's very good. It's very good, thank you.
I was being a big baby. I was just looking at it by aesthetics and thinking I was just gonna have like a real nightmare on my hands, but it's actually not bad. It's got a lot of giddy up. It's got a lot of giddy up. Wow. That's just all spice. Yep. Like tomato noodles with egg, with just a shot of spice. 2 very strong flavors. I'm not sure they're complementary, but they are flavors that you could put together if you so wish. I give this 3 Scary Browns out of 5.
I'd probably give it that too. 3 Scary Browns.
But I would love to stop eating it as soon as we're done.
3 Scary Browns out of 5. Better than what I thought it would be. Normally, we do a recap of the ingredients we used this episode. However, we forgot to film them and just threw out the containers. So I can't give you the grand total. But please know it was around under $15 for the entire meal. The ramen, I remember the exact price for being 75 cents each, because I believe it was like 3 for $1. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for eating my slop. And if you like the show, make sure you leave a comment and a like and a subscribe, and you hit the bell to get that notification.